Today, we're going to talk about a single idea that can totally redefine how you look at challenges and, well, success. It's a really simple shift in how you think, but it just might be the one thing that's been holding you back. So let's dive into what it is and how you can actually start using it. Ever feel like that? You're just tired of being stuck, running in place. You see other people leveling up, and you feel like you're just sitting on the sidelines. Well, the good news is the barrier probably isn't your talent and it's not luck. It might just be your mindset. So it all boils down to this really simple distinction. Your beliefs, what you think about your own intelligence and abilities, they create one of two very different mindsets. And these mindsets pretty much dictate how you navigate everything. You can almost think of it as the internal operating system your brain is running on. Okay, so let's put a name to it. This idea was coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, and it's called a growth mindset. It's basically the belief that you're not just dealt a fixed hand of talents at birth. It's the conviction that you can actually develop your abilities through effort, through hard work, and most importantly, by learning from your mistakes. It's the difference between saying, I can't do it and I can't do it yet. That one little word changes everything. And this is where the two mindsets really go their separate ways. When you're faced with a tough challenge, a fixed mindset sees a giant wall. It says, whoa, this looks hard, I'll probably fail. But the growth mindset, it sees a ladder. It thinks, okay, this is going to push me, and that's exactly what I need to get better. So one sees a threat, and the other sees a chance to level up. And look, this isn't just some feel-good theory. This distinction has real, measurable impacts on our lives, both personally and professionally. It's truly the engine that drives our resilience, our creativity, and ultimately, our ability to reach our full potential. And for all you data folks out there, the business impact is huge. According to data from LinkedIn, employees who have a growth mindset are 47% more likely to really thrive in industries that are constantly changing. I mean, in a world that moves this fast, the ability to adapt and learn isn't just a nice-to-have skill. It's an absolutely critical asset. A lot of this comes down to how we frame failure. Thomas Edison's famous quote just captures it perfectly. He didn't see 1,000 failures when he was inventing the light bulb. He saw 1,000 steps in a process. Every single mistake wasn't an endpoint. It was just a data point that got him one step closer to the solution. And hey, this isn't just for inventors in a lab. I mean, think about J.K. Rowling. She was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter finally got published. 12! A fixed mindset might have given up after the second or third no, but a growth mindset, it uses that rejection as fuel because it believes that if you just keep going, if you keep refining, you can get there. Okay, so you get it. You know what it is and why it matters. But now you're probably asking, how do I actually build one? Well, we've boiled down the best strategies into a really practical toolkit, and it's broken down into 3 pillars to help you start rewiring your brain for growth starting right now. Our first pillar is all about rewiring your approach, changing that automatic internal reaction. It starts by actively embracing challenges instead of running away from them. Then you reframe failures not as the end of the world, but as feedback, just like Edison did. And finally, you have to focus on the process itself. You got to celebrate the effort, not just the final score, because the real win is in the work you're putting in. Pillar number 2 is about what you let in from the outside world to speed up your development. You need to actively fuel your growth. So first, stay curious, ask questions, explore stuff. Second, you got to seek out constructive feedback. Seriously, it's like free coaching. And third, find your tribe. You need to surround yourself with other people who have a growth mindset, people who inspire you and push you. Trust me, their mindset is contagious. And our final pillar, number 3, is all about strengthening your inner core. This is like the daily maintenance for your brain. Practice gratitude to train your mind to see what's actually working. Use positive self-talk to replace that negative inner critic, that voice, with an empowering coach. And build resilience so that when you do get knocked down, you bounce back faster and even stronger every single time. So, as we start to wrap this up, it's so important to remember that this is not a one-and-done fix. Developing a growth mindset isn't some destination you just arrive at and you're done. No, it's a continuous journey. It's a daily practice of choosing to grow instead of just staying comfortable. And hey, if you take only one thing away from our chat today, let it be this. The goal is progress, not perfection. It's all about celebrating the small wins, praising the effort you put in, and just embracing the journey of always getting a little bit better. You don't have to get it right all the time, you just have to keep moving forward. So I'll leave you with one final thought to put all this into action right now. Just look at the day ahead of you and ask yourself, what one challenge, big or small, are you going to choose to embrace today? Thanks for listening.